Yeah. They wanted a failure. I gave them a chapter. They wanted a cautionary tale. I gave them a blueprint. Turned my obituary into a biography. Success story. Let's write it. Success story. They didn't even see the preface. All they see is the glory, none the blood on the bracelet. Turn nightmares into nightlife, turn scraps into a feast. They wanted me to break, I became a masterpiece. Success story. Front page of my own life. From the bottom of the barrel to the top of the Sprite. They love a come up, they love a win, but they don't love the war that you gotta live in. Yeah, read my first review, they said he won't make it. Too dark, too real, too much of the payment. In my voice and my choice and the way I move, they wanted me polished, I stayed in the groove of the good of the struggle of the everyday pain. Turn every rejection into a lane. First deal fell through, first check bounce. First time I wanted to quit, I doubled the amount. But F for the high was a bleeding on the page. Turn an angry young man into a pay sage. They said you need a cosign, you need a cosign. I said I got my whole pen, I got my whole line. Of credit to credit to credibility. Go from the ground, built from the little. They sleep on you till you ain't sleeping no more. Success story knocking, better answer the door. Success story. They didn't see the preface. All they see is the glory, none the blood on the bracelet. Turn nightmares into nightlife, turn scraps into a feast. They wanted me to break, I became a masterpiece. Success story, front page of my own life. From the bottom of the barrel to the top of the stripes. They love a come on, they love a win, but they all love the war that you gotta live in. Yeah. Chapter 2, I'm hungry, but hungry look different when you got mouth to feed and the rent is persistent. Had to flip a new script, had to write a new verse. When the first one got me nothing but a curse on my back, on my name, on my whole existence. Success story came with a lot of distance from the ones who knew me when, from the ones who doubted. Now they come around, now that the lights out, now that I'm shining, now that I'm winning. Out at the beginning, like nothing like the beginning. They want a piece, they want a slice, they want to mention. My success story ain't about extension of favors to the ones who never did a favor. I remember cold nights, I remember the flare or nothing left empty, or hoping for something. Now me good and they wanna come front. Every success story got a graveyard in the middle. Every victory dance got a verse about a riddle that you couldn't solve, that you couldn't escape. Every chapter got a shape that you had to reshape. They see the cover, they don't see the spine, the wear and the tear, the rewind of the tape in your head, or the voice in your soul. They can telling you, bro, you gotta take control. So I did, so I am, so I always will be a living, breathing success story. Success story. They didn't see the preface. All they see is the glory, none the blood on the bracelet. Turn nightmares into nightlife, turn scraps into a feast. They wanted me to break, I became a masterpiece. Success story, front page of my own life. From the bottom of the barrel to the top of the strife. They love a come on, they love a win, but they don't love the war that you gotta live in. Yeah. Final chapter ain't bringing, I'm still at it range. Just to climb in the ladder, still turning the stages of my life. And the lessons for the ones who listen, for the ones in the trenches, for the ones with the mission to be more than a statistic, more than a sand song, more than another youngin' who got it all wrong. Success story, me, you write your own ending, and you keep a sanding while they keep pretending like they happy for you, then they proud of you. But envy is a monster that they can't subdue. So I keep my circle tight, keep my venture clear. Keep the ones who love me when I was living in fear of another, of failure, of staying the same. Success story, I rewrote the game. Yeah. They wanted a paragraph, I gave them a library. They wanted a moment, I gave them a movement. It ain't the end, it's just the introduction. Success story.
Sound of heavy breathing. A weight clanking in the gym, then a raw stripped down beat with pounding 808s and a sample voice saying get it in the distance. Yeah. They want the easy way. They want a shortcut, they want the overnight. But I've been here when the sun was sleeping, when the world was quiet, when nobody watched. It's that hard work. Let's bleed.
Hard work, ain't no shortcut to the top. They is how I made it, I tell them never stop. When they slept, I work, when they played, I plan. Success ain't an accident, it's a callus on the hand. Hard work, sweat on the blueprint. Every dream I ever had, got a scar to prove it. They want the magic, they want the easy way out. Hard work, the only thing I know it is about. 4 in the morning, ain't nobody up. Put me in the hunger, just me in the gut. Feeling that tell me I ain't done enough. Yesterday's effort feel like a bluff. So I double down, triple up, quadruple the pace. While they sleeping on their purpose, I'm taking first place in the race against myself, against the voice in my head that tell me rest now, you can do it instead. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. But hard work, don't speak that language, it's clear. It's now or never, it's blood on the track, it's getting up when your whole body say break it back and keep moving. Keep improving, keep proving them wrong. Hard work been my only friend, my only song. Hard work, ain't no shortcut to the top. They ask how I made it, I tell them never stop. When they slept, I work, when they played, I plan. Success ain't an accident, it's a callus on the hand. Hard work, sweat on the blueprint. Every dream I ever had, got a scar to prove it. They want magic, they want the easy way out. The only thing I know what it's about. Remember when I had to walk through the rain, just to get to a session, just to ease the pain. But living in a world that don't know you a thing. Hard work, the only way to make the bell ring. For your turn, for your moment, for your chance to shine. They see the highlight, they don't see the climb up the mountain with no rope, no help, no guide. Just a hungry heart and a whole lot of pride. Saying, keep going, you ain't there yet. Hard work ain't something you ever forget. It's in your bones, in your blood, in the way you walk. It's in the way you talk when they ask about the chalk. On your hands, on your soul, on your everyday life. Hard work turn a boy into a man with a knife. Sharp enough to cut through the doubt and the fear. Hard work brought me here, keeping it clear. They say, work smarter, not harder. I say, why not both? They say, take a break, you deserve it. I say, not till I'm ghost, not till I'm done, not till I'm through, not till my last breath and my last breakthrough. Hard work ain't a phase, it's a lifestyle. It's a mile after mile after mile when your legs give out and your vision blur. Hard work, the only thing you can be sure of. It don't lie, it don't cheat, it don't pretend. Hard work, the beginning, the means, and the end. Hard work, ain't no shortcut to the top. They ask how I made it, I tell them never stop. When they slept, I work, when they played, I plan. Success ain't an accident, it's a callus on the hand. Hard work, sweat on the blueprint. Every dream I ever had, got a scar to prove it. They want the magic, they want the easy way out. Hard work, the only thing I know what it's about. Look at my hand, you see the story. Every line a chapter, every scar glory. Of a life lived heavy, of a load carried long. Of a soul that learned to be strong. When strong was the only option left. When everybody else quit, I kept moving forward, moving through, moving past the pain, the doubt, the things that didn't last. Cause hard work lasts forever, it's eternal. It's the fire that burned through the winter. Keep you warm when the world go cold. Keep you young when you growing old. In the game, in the life, in the race for the dream. Hard work, the only thing that's ever what it seems. So when they ask me how you make it out the mud, I show them my hands, I show them the blood. I show them the hours, the nights, the days. I show them hard work in 1,000 ways. Yeah. They looking for a secret, they looking for a hat, they looking for a code. But the code is simple. The code is early morning. The code is late nights. The code is never quit. Hard work. Heavy exhale. Silence. Yeah. They ask me what I'm building. I tell them look behind me. Look at the ones I'm carrying. Look at the ones still coming. This ain't about me. This about the name they can't erase. Legacy. Let's get it. Legacy ain't about the chain, ain't about the fame. It's about the seed I plant, about the name they can't stain. When I'm gone, will they sing my song? Will the block remember me when I moved along? Legacy, bigger than a verse, bigger than a hearse. It's about the ones I put first, about a verse and a curse. Grace don't read the date, but the story ain't done. Legacy is what's left when the battle is won. Started from nothing, built something from rubble. Every setback, just another chance to double. Down on my purpose, down on my mission. They wanted me trapped. I chose intuition, saw my first body at 11, wrote it in my mental. Saw my first million at 30, that was incidental to the real goal, the real prize, the real reason. I breathe in this air through every season. It's about my daughter, about her daughter, about the ones who come after the water of my blood, of my sweat, of my tears, of my grind. They gon' feel my presence long after I'm blind. To the world, to the game, to the temporary place. Let it see me leaving a permanent trace. Legacy ain't about the chain, ain't about the fame. It's about the seed I plant, about the name they can't stain when I'm gone. Will they sing my song? Will the block remember me when I'm moved along? Legacy bigger than a verse, bigger than a hearse. It's about the ones I put first by reversing the curse. Grace don't ready to date, but the story ain't done. Legacy is what's left when the battle is won. I seen kings fall, seen empires crumble. Seen niggas with millions end up humble. Cause they forgot who got them to the top. They forgot to open doors, they forgot to drive the ladder back down for the one below. Legacy ain't what you keep, it's what you let go. It's the knowledge you pass, the game you teach, the lessons you share when you out of reach. My OG told me, boy, you gotta build something that lasts longer than the hunger, longer than the summer, or your youth, or your prime mistakes. Legacy mean build for your great sake. So I bought the blocks, bought a property. Turn trap spots into opportunity for the youngins with the same fire in their eyes that I had when I was risking doing life. What is a king without a kingdom to rule? What is a fool without a school? I've been both, I've been broke, I've been blessed, I've been put to the test and put to rest. The idea that I was just another test, another block boy, another pessimist. Story of failure, another casualty, but legacy troubled me. Legacy set me free to be more than a rapper, more than a trapper, more than a chapter in some sad saga. I'm a founder, father, foundation, a frame. Legacy is my governing man. Legacy ain't about the chain, ain't about the fame. It's about the seed I plant, about the name they can't stain when I'm gone. Will they sing my songs? Will the block remember me when I'm moved along? Legacy bigger than a verse, bigger than a hearse. It's about the ones I put first by reversing the curse. Grace don't read a date, but the story ain't done. Legacy is what's left when the battle is won. I look at my son, he got my eyes, he got my hunger, but he got a different world. He got it younger, he got a trust fund, he got a head start. He got the blueprint of his daddy's heart. He don't know the struggle, and that's the whole point. Legacy mean I absorbed all the disappointment, so he could breathe different, so he could see different, so his whole existence could be uplifted. From the concrete, from the struggle, from the pain I endured. Legacy, the promise that my story is sure. Another chapter, another verse, another generation, rising up from the foundation I've been laying. They can take my chain, they can take my life, they can plunge my whole world in the endless night, but they can't take the seed that I already sown. Legacy is mine, forever my own, forever my own. When the smoke clears, when the money's spent, when the fall of fame, all that's left is what you built, is who you raised, is the love you gave. Legacy.
They see the mansion, they don't see the blueprint. They see the shine, they don't see the scaffolding. This ain't building the day, it's building the dark. That's work. Building the dream, brick by brick, scar by scar. They see the house, they don't see the wall. They see the lights, they don't see the late nights. They see the victory,
not the fights. Building a dream from the ground up. Every loss was a foundation, every win was a pickup. Hammer in my hand, vision in my eyes. Building a dream while they sleeping, no disguise. Started with a shovel, digging in the dirt. Had to build my work when they told me I was dirt. Blueprint in my head, no architect degree. Just a hungry youngin' trying to build something for me. First foundation crack, had to learn to rebuild. First deal went bad, had to learn to be still. In the chaos, in the game, the concrete jungle. Every mistake was a brick, every lesson a tumble. But I got back up, brushed the dust off my knees. Added to the structure, added to the breeze. On momentum, I'm moving in motion forward. Building the dream, they ain't know the cause, Lord. Building the dream, brick by brick, scar by scar. They see the house, they don't see the war. They see the lights, they don't see the late nights. They see the victory, not the fights. Building the dream from the ground up. Every loss was a foundation, every win was a pickup. Hammer in my hand, vision in my eyes. Building the dream while they sleeping, no the sky. Framing up the walls while my friends were falling. Some to the prison, some to the coffin calling. Had to keep my head down, keep my focus tight. Building in the shadows, building through the night. Roof went up when I time 25, finally felt alive. Finally found the drive to build more than a dream, build a legacy. A structure that my daughter's daughter could see. And say my daddy built this from nothing. While the world was sleeping, while the world was fronting. He was laying bricks, he was pouring concrete. He was turning broken pavement into something sweet. They said you can't build that here.
I said watch me.
They said this ground too hard.
I said watch me.
They said you ain't got the tools.
I said I am the truth.
They said you ain't got the plans.
I said I am the plan.
Every nail I drove was a promise kept. Every beam I raised was a time I wept. And kept moving, kept improving, kept proving that a dream ain't a dream if you ain't willing to move it. Building the dream, brick by brick, scar by scar. They see the house, they don't see the war. They see the lights, they don't see the late nights. They see the victory, not the fights. Building the dream from the ground up. Every loaf was a foundation, every win was a pickup. Hammer in my hand, vision in my eyes. Building the dream while they sleeping, no the sky. Now the structure standing tall against the sky. People walk by, they stop, they wonder why. This building gotta blow, this building got a soul. This building got a story, every concrete told. Every window lesson light from the struggle. Every door was a way out of the trouble. Every floor was a level I had to achieve. Every room was a dream that I would leave behind in the past in the dust of the old. This building got heat when the night get cold. This building got love in every single brick. This building got my blood in the mortar mix. So when they come around asking how it's done, tell them get a shovel, tell them get a tar. One brick at a time, scar at a time. Now it's standing, and it ain't going nowhere. Cause I built it right, I built it strong, I built it for the ones after me, building the dream.
Out of a jet ski sliding across the board. Then a dramatic hook so hit that drops into a cold. Calculated trap beat with minimal melody and heavy. Precise 808s.
They see the moves, they don't see the game. They see the pieces, they don't see the player. 10 moves ahead, while they still thinking about the first one. Master plan execute.
Master plan written in invisible ink. They see what I show them, never what I think. 10 steps ahead while they stuck on 2. Playing chess while they playing checkers, no clue. Master plan blueprint in my soul. Every move calculated, every loss control. They think I'm gambling, I've been counting cards. Master plan I've been building from the start. Started with a notion, a vision, a whisper. In a room full of noise, I became a lisper. Listen to the silence, listening into the tween. Every word unspoken told me what it means to be a step ahead, to be a move early. While they sleeping sound, I'm moving surely. Through the dark, through the fog, through the fake and the false. Master plan don't need an audience, don't need applause. It need precision, it needs patience, it need nerve. It needs the kind of focus that they don't deserve. The witness to see, to understand the scope. I've been building empires while they building hope. Hope is for the hopeless, I got a strategy. Every enemy a lesson in psychology. I study them, I learn them, I predict the play. Master plan, I've been born for this, raised this way. Master plan written in invisible ink. They see what I show them, never what I think. 10 steps ahead while they stuck on 2. Playing chess while they playing checkers, no clue. Master plan blueprint in my soul. Every move calculated, every lost control. They think I'm gambling, I've been counting cards. Master plan, I've been building from the start. First phase, observation, watch how they move, yeah. Watch you loyal, watch you got something to prove. Watch you fold under pressure, watch you hold the line. These are the pieces that I realign to my purpose, my mission, my overall design. Master plan ain't just mine, it's yours if you align with the vision, with the grind, with the bigger picture. I ain't looking for a soldier, I'm looking for a fixture. Someone who can stand alone but you to stand with me. Someone see the future and wanna build it with me. Phase 2 accumulation stacking in the dark. While they showing off, I'm hitting the mark. Silently, steadily, never with the flex. Real power don't need a neck full of T-Rex. It needs a mind full of maps, a heart full of patience. Master plan, I've been moving through the matrix. Master plan, I've been moving through the matrix. They think I'm lucky, they think I'm blessed. They don't see the nights I put my head to the test. They don't see the drafts I threw in the fire. They don't see the ways I had to climb high. When the rope slipped, when the grip fell, when the whole damn blueprint when it sailed off the edge into the unknown. That's the plan, mean you build it alone. Till it's ready to share, till it's ready to show. Till the seed you planted finally ready to grow. Then you watch 'em marvel, watch 'em wonder how you took a pile of nothing and made it a now. That's the plan written in invisible ink. They see what I show them, never what I think. 10 steps ahead while they stuck on 2. Playing chess while they playing checkers, no clue. That's the plan blueprint in my soul. Every move calculated, every lost control. They think I'm gambling, I've been counting cards. That's the plan I've been building from the start. Phase 3 expansion, territory grow. Not just the block, but the money unknown. Took the lessons from the street, applied them to the boardroom. Same game, different suit, same hunger, same costume. Just a different stage, a different set of eyes. But the master plan translate through any disguise. They thought I'd fade when the lights changed. They thought I'd lose when the game rearranged. But a master plan adapt, a master plan evolve. Every problem a chance for the problem to solve. Itself in my favor, in my direction. I built this whole life on perfection. Of the process, of the purpose, of the push and the pull. Master plan, I've been playing this in school of hard knocks. Some real talk, some pavement and pain. Now the master plan become the master reign. Now the master plan become the master reign. Yeah, checkmate, they never even saw it coming. While they was focused on the pawn, I took the king. Master plan, chess plan. Yeah, chess clock ticks inside.